sports. It's in the game. EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the Monterey Peninsula and Pebble Beach, live second-round coverage of the Tiburon Championship. Things starting to slowly take shape here on this Friday. For some, it is a race for the top prize. For others, it's a fight to stick around for the weekend as we show you the leaderboard. Our leader on this Friday is our featured golfer. He's on top by 1 entering play. Ooh, and a tough start to the morning here. That one a bit wild and into some early trouble. It'll take some effort from this buried lie, but a chance now to still reach this green in 2. Nota Begay is down on the first green, looking at this for birdie.
And a glassy look to this putt as it works downhill with right to left in it.
That's going to scoot a foot or 2 by. Okay, that's in for par here at the first. And this will remain a 1-shot advantage. Frank, interestingly, this hole number 2 plays as a par 4 for the U.S. Open. It is a par 5. It's absolutely gettable, and players must take advantage.
Certainly, Rich. Off that back tee, really you've got to grab a driver. I know there's bunkers left and right, but the decision is whether that tee shot finishes in the fairway, because if it does, you're going to have a crack at this par 5 and 2. If it doesn't, then you play the layup.
Definitely within range of getting home in 2. This, his second. Got every bit of that, threw it all the way there and got it to stop. Home in 2 on the par 5. Now this, just outside of 25 feet for eagle. Had a pretty good run at it. That would have been a nice eagle, but couldn't quite find the line. Okay, no problems there. Finishing off a birdie at number 2. And with it, he'll take over the top spot on the leaderboard here on this Friday. On to the 397-yard par 4 third, where some players drive it over the trees on the left to cut the dogleg, while others play it more conventionally. This is a pretty hole, the third, 397 yards, just a gentle dogleg to the left. And you do have the option, if you're longer, maybe you just take it up over those trees and cut the dogleg, leaving yourself very short shot in. Or you can play it out to the right, have a little bit more in, but still certainly with a good chance at birdie. Well, that is right and way offline. Long drive, but a bad lie.
Wicked.
So from off the fairway, his second now at 3. Nicely done. It is a par here at the 3rd. And this will stay a one-shot lead. Wow, a day's worth of breathtaking shots, Frank, from the players and the Pacific Ocean. There it is, and this begins that beautiful 7-hole stretch along the ocean. Short par 4, 4th hole.
And this is also where some of these decisions become quite critical. Do you try and drive this green 330 yards to the front? Or do you worry about that little pop bunker on that left side, which is about 250 yards to get over it? Because that's what narrows this fairway down. But it plays uphill.
No laying up with that swing. This is all or nothing. And that one gonna wind up in the bunker. After a big drive, he'll dig in for a second out of the sand. All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play. Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 12 under all told. We arrive now at the 189-yard par 3 called the New Fifth. Despite being redesigned by Jack Nicklaus late last century, safest play here is to the left center of the green. Oh, this could be good. Yeah, solid shot right there, and it'll be a good look at birdie here at number 5. This is an 11-foot putt. That one just gonna sneak on by. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he's going to stay 2 clear of the field. Well, now Pebble Beach begins to really open up with some of the most famous holes in the world. We'll begin with a 498-yard par 5-6. Pacific Ocean on the right and a row of bunkers on the left. Treacherous is a word that comes to mind.
Oh, that second shot took some force on this par 5 just to get it into the greenside bunker. Now well positioned, especially with a little savvy bunker shot.
Yeah, big explosion, got it to stop quickly, and that will be a birdie opportunity coming up. Okay, well done there. It's a birdie here at the 6th. And he'll move to 13 under par for the tournament. Frank, the 7th tee is almost spiritual. You just want to hit a little baby wedge that kisses the clouds and drops softly on that green. And then you want to stare out at the Pacific just with a whole lot of gratitude.
Yeah, when I first played it, Rich, I couldn't help but be sort of in love with the beauty of the surrounds. Plus, I couldn't believe how short the hole was. And I thought, well, this is sort of, you could almost throw it on the screen. And then I played it on a windy day.
Okay, fortunate there. That ball hops onto the green, and he'll be left with that for his birdie. Birdie putt coming up, down to Noda.
And this is one you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Yeah, well done. It's back-to-back birdies here on this front side. And he's got it to 14 under par. We head now to the 416-yard 8th hole, one of the premier par 4s in golf. Fairway wood or long iron off the tee, giving way to a long approach over the cliffs and a yawning chasm below. Oh, that came out funny, and it started way left.
It might be in the rough, but that was absolutely crushed.
Second shot coming up. Noda's down there.
Ball sitting in the heavy stuff to the left of the fairway. Got a couple options. Most likely going to have to play out left of the green. Going to be difficult to get the ball on the surface. Another option is to consider a layup.
Good shot again there. Well thought out. Landing the ball short, letting the ball run onto the green. And inside, I'd call that a birdie putt. So that's birdie range.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. He moves to 15 under. Thing about Pebble Beach is it's easy to lose focus, stare off the horizon, the Pacific Ocean, and all that beauty that surrounds you. But then you remember, I'm playing the 9th hole here. This is one of the hardest par 4s in the world. Pay attention.
Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
From just off the fairway, down the Noda.
He's got about 98 yards to the front, 110 to the hole, coming off a birdie at the previous hole, looking to go back to back. This is the sand wedge. Has gotten a lot of this one, and it's going to be just a fraction long.
I love it when the balls hit the right distance. Just a little bit to the right, inside 10 feet, but bang on for distance.
He's been automatic on this front side. This for birdie. Yep, that's nicely done. It's a birdie here at the 9th. And the scorecard's looking pretty good after 9 holes. That's a 29 6-under par. Now beginning the inward half here at Pebble Beach, and it is some start to this backside, Frank. A big, bold par 4, once again running the entire length of the Pacific Ocean along the right.
Yeah, visually it's stunning, no doubt about that, with the world's largest hazard there on the right. So your mind does go to the left side of this fairway, but you don't want it to go too far left. Those 3 bunkers, they're very much in play. But really aim in the left side of this fairway because the fairway does kick to the right.
This one starting up that left side. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Kane cut back left here today as he stares down his second to the par 4.
Well, that ball landed really too close to the flag. These are firm greens. You've got to land that shorter.
Here we go. This one for birdie. Oh, the pace was spot on. That ball somehow just decided not to go down. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he's going to maintain that substantial lead. We head now to the 370-yard par 4 11th, where ideally you'd like to favor the left side of the fairway to open up the approach into one of the smallest greens at Pebble Beach. Well, not this time. That one's in the rough. Might be a tough shot coming up. Ball not sitting too badly here at number 11. This is second shot.
I always looked inside that 15-feet circle. Anything inside that was going to be a good shot. So in my book, that's a good shot.
Now this for another birdie. Okay, that ball on line all the way. It's a birdie here at 11. And he's just continuing to pour it on here on this Friday. First par 3 now on the backside. Frank, this is sort of the forgotten hole, the 12th, 202 yards.
It is. It's in the corner of the golf course. If you look at the right side of the screen, it's very narrow, but that's actually the entry or the gateway. And the reason why I say that, that's the full width of the putting surface. If you're going to take the bunker on, you've got to carry the ball another 8 or 9 yards. But one thing in your favor is this hole plays 10 yards downhill.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for birdie coming up. Substantial movement on this putt right to left, and it's from distance, so this one not just about speed, but line as well. Yeah, that's good pace. Just a little offline, but not too bad from that far away. That one safely in. It's par here at 12. And he'll remain well in control of this tournament. The 13th here at Pebble Beach is sort of a forgotten hole. It's only 401 yards of par 4, but I promise you'll remember it if you make a birdie here, and you'll have a good chance if you put it in the correct position off the tee. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Just over 90 yards, all that's left here for his second. Well, he's overshot the green here.
Fire the caddy, Rich. Seriously. Any other club other than that one.
That is well read. A terrific putt there to save par. And that's going to keep this large lead right where it is. Frank, the 14th hole, par 5, it is one of the most difficult par 5s in championship golf, isn't it?
It certainly is, Rich. Not just because of the length of the hole, 570 plus yards, but reachable only really by the longest hitters in the right conditions. But it's the third shot. I've got to rank the third shot as probably the hardest short wedge shot, right up there with the 15th hole at Augusta.
It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive. Frank, a chance here to get home in 2, a chance maybe to do what Gary Woodland did on his way to winning the 2019 U.S. Open.
Yeah, Gary hit a great 3-wood, but I don't even think he was trying to hit that on the green. You look at that big gaping bunker left and short of that green. You would think that's to be avoided, but no. That's actually where you want to finish up because it's such a hard pitch shot. There's no point laying up. If you can get it into that front bunker, it's a relatively simple splash out shot. One of the few times you want to hit your second shot into a greenside bunker.
Chance now for another birdie.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie. And he continues to just build up a massive lead for the weekend. Next up, the 393-yard par 4 15. Tee shot in the fairway gives the players an excellent shot at birdie, but be careful losing it right onto that 17-mile drive.
Now, it's in the first cut. There's always a little bit more grass around the ball that has to be factored in.
That's good technique, and that is right around 5 feet. Not too bad. A 4-footer here for birdie. The putter on point late here in the round. Birdie's at 14 and 15. He moves to 19 under for the tournament.
This is a really pretty hole, the par 4 16th. What's the right line here, Frank?
Well, if you want to pick out something in the horizon there, if you look closely down there, the tallest tree in the distance, that's sort of right bang in the middle of the fairway. You will not see your tee shot land and you won't see it run out, but that's the line.
And that ball's going to be slowed up enough that it is going to wind up in the bunker. So this one going to have to carry a long way. Yeah, look out. Kind of sculled that one, and that's going to be over the green and into the rough. And this will be a 5-foot putt here. Okay, didn't want to let that one get away. It is a par here at 16, and he's going to stay at 19 under par. If you stop for just a moment, it can really hit you where you are and what's happened here. This 17th hole at Pebble Beach, the par 3. Jack with a 1-iron that hit the flagstick in 1972 on his way to winning the U.S. Open Championship. And then a decade later, Tom Watson from just long of the green, chipping in for a birdie to beat Jack Nicklaus. Yeah, history made here at the 17th hole.
Getting some sand in the shoes now. For a second straight hole, he's in the bunker.
Some green to work with as he'll try and lift this one out. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And he'll remain right where he is.
Frank, you don't need to say a whole lot. 18T, Pebble Beach.
It's such a beautiful finishing hole, Rich. Two of my favorites really are this hole here, just looking at that tee shot, and the 18th at St. Andrews because of exactly where you are. But, you know, this hole, when you look at the water there, Stillwater Cove, it's so beautifully framed by the bunkers. And then when you start to look at the tee shot, you start to notice what the designer's done, just leaving the tree there in the middle of the fairway. So the decision is, do I play short, left, or right? And it's not the only tree on the hole, too, because that upcoming second shot, you have another tree short right to contend with. But if there's ever a hole you want a birdie to finish, this is the one.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5. Frank, it is a pleasant walk under any circumstances, but how good is it when you've knocked it on in two here at the 18th at Pebble Beach?
It's a lot better than picking one out of the Pacific Ocean, Rich. That was just a great shot. And finally, you can exhale. The job is nearly finished.
Oh, how good is that? It's an eagle here at 18. And that is going to be a second round score of 61. Pretty incredible. So another look at the leaderboard, and you'll almost do a double take, Frank. Our featured golfer with a commanding lead through 36 holes.
So far, it's just been just a clinic again. I know I use that word a lot, Rich, but it looks like two different players. One at the top and, well, the chasers. Different league.
So for Frank Nobilo, Notable Gay III, Iona Stephen, and a cast of hundreds, I'm Rich Lerner. You've been watching PGA Tour Golf on EA Sports. So long, everyone.